All right, welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Today we're going to be talking about the Rams' unofficial depth chart that was released today. Before we dive into that, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, be sure to follow me on all social media at JKBogen, including Instagram, Twitter, and, of course, TikTok. But we have a sponsor for today's video, of course, which would be Prize Picks. You can sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win or to receive the $50. You just basically, it's guaranteed. You just play the $5 lineup and you win 50. One Caleb Williams passing yard this month, 4 weeks in a row, gets you one win on Prize Picks every week in September. Okay? After September, it is done. So get in on that. 4 weeks of free W's. Definitely don't miss that. It's simple to play. All you got to do is you choose a player based on their projection. And if you think that they're going to have more or less, you simply hit more or less. And there you go. Now you're playing Prize Picks. So you can download the app today using my code JKBogen to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. The link is in the comments and description below. Prize Picks, run your game. Okay, so we are talking about the Rams depth chart. And now I understand it. I said unofficial. This is about as close to official as it gets. So we have an updated depth chart, and as you guys can see, it is up on the screen, but you guys can see Matthew Stafford, Stetson Bennett, that's the quarterback room, pretty much like we expected. Kyren Williams, Blake Corum, Ronnie Rivers, and Cody Schrader, the waiver claim, that's your running back room. So there's really not much that stands out here. Jordan Whittington, are they saying he's the fourth receiver on this team because he's listed behind Cooper Kupp, who's technically the starting number one receiver? That I don't know. I'm going to assume no. I wouldn't read too much into that. The tight end's pretty much exactly what we expected. The offensive line, we heard it, and now I would say this is the closest thing to confirmed. Jonah Jackson, center. Left guard, Steve Avila, okay? Now, Rob Havenstein, whether he plays or whether he doesn't, he's expected to be the right tackle, obviously, when healthy. And Joe Noteboom at left tackle. Now, of course, keep this in mind. When you talk about Joseph Noteboom, this is somebody that is starting guaranteed for the first 2 weeks of the year, okay? Alaric Jackson is suspended, so he wouldn't be on this. Looking at the defense, you have newcomer Neville Gallimore taking over for Corey Durden's spot, who went back on the practice squad, behind Bobby Brown III as the nose tackle. They're confirming that Kobe Turner and Braden Fisk. So Braden Fisk is going to be one of the starters. Tyler Davis, Desjuan Johnson behind them. Outside linebacker, it's pretty much what you would expect. Now, inside linebacker, this shouldn't be much of a shock because we've basically been told from Sean McVay that Troy Reeder and Christian Roseboom are going to be the guys, but they are listed as the starters. Behind them, Omar Speights, Jacob Hummel, and Elias Neal in the third string area. Now, corner, this is where it gets a little interesting. So, essentially, Josh Wallace is the fourth corner based on this. So, he's ahead of Charles Woods. But what's interesting is you have Darius Williams, Josh Wallace, Charles Woods, okay? That's the depth chart there, second and third string. Tre'Davious White or Kobe Durant. That's interesting. What does that even mean? Tre'Davious White is going to be the starter, but are they going to rotate the two? How do they get Kobe Durant in there? I guess we'll find out. Looks like Darius Williams, though, is by far locked in as the starting corner. Safeties, Quentin Lake, Cam Curl. I think we all expected that would be, the two starters there. But then you have Cameron Kinchins, who's ahead of Russ Yeast, and Jalen McCullough. You have John Johnson III, who's ahead of those guys as well. But it's Cameron Kinchins or Russ Yeast. So I don't really understand the ors. I know what or means, but I don't know why they're on the depth chart. It feels very college to me. Like college depth charts have that. The big thing, if you take anything away from this video, is that 1, Jonah Jackson's your center. 2, Troy Reeder, Christian Roseboom are listed as starters, as we expected. 3, you now know that the starting safeties will be Quentin Lake and Cameron Curl and not John Johnson and Cameron Curl. Now, they're going to give us different looks and what have you, but that's what you know. The most important thing, obviously, you got your punter, kicker, and holder. That's obvious. Although, and long snapper, of course. Now you have Kyren Williams at punt returner, which we all knew coming into the year. Sean McVay mentioned that. But remember when Tutu Atwell was talking about how he was excited to return kicks? Well, evidently he's not returning kicks anymore. Because if the unofficial depth chart is the official depth chart, and this is how it's going to go, the Rams have decided to throw caution to the wind. They have decided to make everything, all of their focus be about field position and put everything on the line, essentially. Because Blake Corum, so Kyren Williams, your number 1 running back, is going to be the punt returner. So that's more wear and tear. That's more bumps and bruises. That's more usage for a starting running back, a star, and a guy that essentially, when you really think about it, he's already had some injury concerns, and it's a position that is really capped at age 30. And then your backup running back, the one that I would say he's better than a backup, we're going to see a lot of Blake Corum. He's going to be the kick returner. So Blake Corum and Jordan Whittington. I'm very curious. What does this mean about Tutu Atwell? Is he seriously not going to get any opportunity to return? I guess that's the case. Does that have anything to do with, the direction that they decided to go in, moving on from Chili Davis and adding Scott Frost? I have no idea. But what I do know is that they have both of their running backs, their top 2 running backs, playing special teams. Dangerous special teams. I'm not really sure how to feel about that. I will say I give Sean McVay a lot of credit for not overlooking. He's been considered somebody in the past. People have said the Rams don't care about special teams. They don't. The Rams do not care about, and they care about special teams. They don't care about the return game. And we know that because last year when they had you can have a fair catch or take a knee at the 2-yard line and it's going to be a touchback, they had Austin Trammell returning that or going back there and waving his hand. So now it seems like there's more of a premium on field position. And it feels like there's more of a premium on return yardage. That's why Kyren Williams and Blake Corum would be returning kicks and punts. I personally think it's a no-brainer for Tutu Atwell to return kicks, and I think punts should be handled by Jordan Whittington. If I was deciding this, Jordan Whittington would be my punt returner and would be the secondary kick returner, and Tutu Atwell would be my kick returner. I want that explosion. I want that, that obviously a change of direction, but also the ability to break tackles and be strong at the point of contact. But with Kyren and Blake, I just think they're way too valuable in those running back roles where now I'm a little concerned. So that's it. Not a ton. We know what the defense is going to look like unless they pull a fast one and Omar Speights comes out, which I still have not ruled out, by the way. I kind of feel like they'll start off. It's Sunday Night Football. They'll go through everybody telling everybody where they went to school in the lineups. And then right after that, we'll see 48 and 35 come in, or at least 48 or at least 35. One of those two. And they'll come in and they'll play a decent amount of snaps. Maybe I'm wrong, but we'll see. Anyway, that's that. Rams depth chart. It's unofficial, but it's basically official. So we're going to see, does Blake Corum actually end up returning kicks? It sure looks like it's going to be that way. Drop in the comment section below what you guys think about the Rams' 2 top running backs returning punts and kicks. I'm just very curious what you guys have to say about that. Let me know in the comment section below. Anything else? And also be sure to check out today's sponsor of the video, Prize Picks. Link is in the description and the comment section below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care, folks. Later. Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community? Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.